We have all felt it, the sudden chilling silence where a vibrant conversation used to be. In the digital age, ghosting has become the ultimate exit strategy, a way to disappear without ever saying goodbye. But ghosting isn't just about absence. It is the presence of a void that demands an explanation, but receives none. Why do we choose to vanish? The answer lies in the cowardice of the modern ego and a profound fear of confrontation. To say, "I am no longer interested," requires us to witness the disappointment of another human being. Ghosting is a defense mechanism for those who lack the emotional maturity to handle the weight of their own actions. By disappearing, the ghoster avoids the emotional cost of a breakup. They choose their comfort over your closure. We live in an on-demand culture where people are often treated like digital commodities, easily deleted when they are no longer convenient. The screen acts as a buffer, dehumanizing the connection and making it easier to forget there is a heart on the other side. The ghoster tells themselves they are being nice by not hurting you with the truth, but this is a lie. In reality, they are avoiding the guilt of being the villain in your story. They prioritize their self-image over your sanity. For the person being ghosted, the silence is not empty. It is full of agonizing questions. Was I not enough? Did I say something wrong? Am I disposable? Your brain enters a state of social pain, which neuroscience tells us is processed in the same way as physical injury. The lack of closure keeps the open loops in your mind active, making it impossible to begin the healing process. We must understand that ghosting is rarely about the victim's value and almost always about the ghoster's limitation. It is an act of conflict avoidance, a psychological trait where one flees from any situation that requires vulnerability. In the ghoster's mind, you aren't a person with feelings. You are a task that they are too tired to finish. They choose the peace of silence, not realizing that for you, it is a storm of uncertainty. This behavior is often rooted in an avoidant attachment style, a state where deep connection triggers a primal flight response. The ghoster believes they are saving themselves from a difficult conversation. But silence is also a message. It is the loudest way of saying, "I do not value you enough to be honest." When communication is severed without reason, the brain attempts to fill the silence with its own worst-case scenarios. The first step to reclaiming your powers is to realize that their silence is not a mystery to be solved. It is a definitive answer. Stop bartering your mental energy for a closure they will never provide. The closure you seek lives within your own decision to stop asking. When we chase a ghost, we are merely haunting ourselves. Redirect that energy back to the one person who stayed, you. Heed the whispers of your instinct. If it feels like you are being treated as disposable, believe them the first time. Practice radical acceptance. Accept that they left. Accept that they chose the easy way. Accept that your story with them is finished. The digital exit is a coward's luxury. It allows them to remain good in their own eyes because they never saw you cry. But the ghosting doesn't just damage the victim, it erodes the ghoster's ability to form deep, lasting connections. They become addicted to the easy start and terrified of the honest ending. To heal the social pain, you must engage your somatic reality, move your body, feel the earth, and disconnect from the screen. Delete the thread, block the ghost. This is not out of anger, but to stop the open loops from draining your peace. You are not a ghost. You are a person of substance, worthy of a presence that is vocal and brave. Genuine connection requires both parties to stay in the room when the lights go out. Integrity is doing the right thing even when it is uncomfortable. Moving forward is a decision made in the absence of an apology. Stop checking for their notification. The silence is the message. Let the ghost stay in the past. You have a future that requires you to be fully engaged. Understand that no for someone is a complete sentence. If they didn't have the courage to say it, you can say it to yourself. No more. Do not let their cowardice turn you into a cynic. Stay open, stay honest, but stay discerning. Honor your inner compass. It guides you back to yourself when others lose their way. You were never too much. They were just too small. The bravest thing you can do is to continue to believe in love after being treated like a myth. Stop choosing hollow echoes over a solid presence. Prioritize your mental landscape. The person who deserves you will never make you play detective to find their affection. They will show up, they will stay, and they will speak the words that set you free. Thank you for watching. Remember, those who belong in your life will always find the courage to stay.